In this video, we're going to be looking at Seven Wonders Duel in Age 3 and what cards you should be strategically looking at to grab. So we'll first go through the guild cards, then um, the temples in Pantheon expansion, and then we'll get into the meat of the third age, which is the possible cards that could show up. 3 of those cards will be out of the game, and that can really play a huge role in how we factor these tiers, because there's some randomness in the third age, which is the age where many games have decide a winner, whether it be military or science, or you just end the age and count up the points. So moving on, guild cards. This is the Builders Guild is going to be I don't know, because the most points it's going to give is likely 8 points. Unless you have Raw, it's going to be somebody's getting 10 points. But yeah, 8 points, and likely only 6 points, because you want to save one of your wonders to really do something crazy with. So 6 points, and then the cost of that would be, let's assume you have one of each resource at this age. So you're going to lose a point with the 2 stone that I see there. So maybe a 5-point card. So we'll put that as C tier. So 5 points, putting that as a C tier. Okay. Anything higher than 5 points, we'll evaluate there. Next up, we got the Magistrates Guild. That's getting a lot of blue cards. So that one, at this point, maybe somebody has 4 blue cards. Okay, so you're gonna get 4 points, plus you're gonna get 4 coins. So, and maybe by the end of the game they're gonna have 5. So let's just call it 6.5 points. So already better than builders. However, maybe minus 1 point, so 5.5 points with the cost of one of those resources there. The wood isn't really so bad. We'll keep it at B tier. Next up, we get actually all these ones that give you coins are better than points, because you can utilize coins to win in a different strategy of science or military. So we'll put all of those ones in the B tier. Yep, this one with the brown and the silvers in the B tier, as well as the science one. Sure, we'll put that on there too. That one's actually the cheapest to buy of them, because it's not costing any manufactured goods. Maybe somebody has a monopoly on those. Maybe they use their Circus Maximus to break your silver card. But yeah, I think at this point you have this card could be very cheap to buy, and it's going to get you some coins back. And then the last one, that money one. So we'll put that in the A tier, the Money Guild, because I have seen games where somebody has like 20 coins, and then they grab this, and then they think, okay, well, every 3 coins is now worth 2 points for me. In that case, I'm just going to discard the rest of the game, just and keep my yellow cards. So maybe they have 4 yellow cards, and they discard. That would normally be 6 coins, 2 points. With this, it's going to be 4 points per discard. So at the very least, they're getting 4 points in coins. Pretty crazy. I would say this card could be worth a ton of points, possibly even S tier level points. But I'm going to save the S tier for ridiculous amount of scoring or just winning with some of these more powerful ones. All right, so we've gone through the guild cards. Now let's go to the Pantheon expansion temples. Just do a real quick look at the temples. Egyptian costs a lot of the clay resource. The Greek costs a lot of stone. The one that focuses on science, Mesopotamia, is going to cost a lot of wood. Romans are going to cost, kind of looking more at 2 glass is the key factor there. And lastly, the Phoenician temple is going to cost, key factor there being 2 of the paper. So with that, I'm going to say they rank up in points. First one, you're getting, 5 points. The next one, 12 points. And the next one, 21 points. So if you let somebody get 21 points, that's a huge swing. They're going to win the game. By points wise. At the very least, these are worth 5 points. I'm going to say if C tier is, hey, give you 5 points, we'll put each of these in the B tier. I don't think any single temple is going to be higher on this list to grab. If you're a good player, you want to grab an Egyptian god, so maybe this temple is now free. The Egyptian temple making it A tier, but that's not really a huge factor. We'll say they're all just B tier. Okay. Next up, we got the Academy. So this is a science card. And we will put that, it really depends if you're winning in science at this point. But let's say you're going for points. So we'll put that, because if you're a good player at this point and you're fighting a good player, neither you're going to end it with science or military. We'll pretend you both are evenly matched, and so you kind of stopped each other from pushing one way or another, and neither of you were hurting in your economy where you had to rush a science or military strategy. And so we're looking at this based on points. But if not, then yeah, raise the science accordingly, raise the military accordingly. So how many points is this going to give you? Let's say 3 points plus maybe a progress symbol. Put that in C tier. This one's a linking symbol build. We'll put that one. We'll put the 2 linking symbol builds a little higher because those will be free, and you're maybe getting a progress token if you get the second one. Maybe winning the game if you get the 6 different symbol. So I'm going to put the 2 3 points in C tier and the 2 points in B tier, just because the 2 points are a little bit cheaper. And you could pull off a science win being unlimited amount of points. Okay. Next up, or at least threaten a science win. So stopping your opponent from getting more points because they're going to try to block you. Arena. So giving you 2 points per wonder, or 2 coins per wonder and 3 points. I would put that one, let's see, that's 3 points guaranteed plus 2, 4, 6, so that's about 5 points. And it has a linking symbol build, so it is potentially gonna give you bonuses off of urbanism. Well, let's put that in C tier. It really depends. At this point, you've already built a lot of your wonders. It could give you 8 coins. Could give you no coins if you haven't built any wonders. We'll put it in C tier. There's going to be a bunch of yellow cards now giving points for red. Coins for red cards and 3 points. Coins for, and put that in C tier. 3 coins for silver card and 3 points. Another 3 points coins for yellow cards. Put that one in C tier as well. And then 2 coins per brown card and 3 points. I'll put that one in C tier as well. But let's evaluate those real quick and see. The one with the silver cards, that one costs 2 silver cards. So likely you're discarding that, unless it's free for you and you already have 2. If you have 2 of those silver cards, then yeah, sure, get it, and you're getting 6 coins out of that, which you can then turn into more points. I think that's about right, putting all those in C tier. Maybe the fact that this yellow one has a linking symbol build, we'll put that in B tier. Okay. Now, there's really no like D tier in here. Maybe the obelisk, just straight 5 points and it's not free. Put that in D tier. I'm really struggling with this, guys, because I feel like we should have more S in D tier, but as it gets to age 3, the cards are a lot more balanced. And that could just be based on me, because I a lot of games don't even get to age 3 because I'm fighting in military. But here we go with some military ones. So the military one that costs brick and wood, that one is going to be an A tier. That's just really great. 3 moves and shields. You can't let somebody take that from you, because they could just win the game right there. The 8 coins is very expensive, so we're going to put that one in B tier. But if you've got the coins for it, that's just as good. Then we'll go to the potentially free circus, and the fortifications, potentially free as well. Okay, so put those both in B, just because of the reason they only give 2 shields. Now here's where we get some good amount of points. So this is 6 points right there. Remember, if you took a temple, that'd be 5 points, then 7, then win the game with 21 points. 5 plus 7 being 12, then 12 to 21 just being a ridiculous amount of points at that point. You don't let anybody get 3 temples, so they're worth 5 to 7 points or a win of the game. Palace, we'll put that as a B tier, even though I'm going to say that it's really only worth 6 points because it's very expensive and you're going to lose out on 3 coins there. Another one, 6 points. Potentially you have the linking symbol, so it doesn't cost you. This one being 5 points, we'll put that in C tier. This one being 7 points might cost you. This is the town hall versus the palace. Might cost you a lot with it's 3 stone and 2 wood. Yeah, maybe this one is not as good as the palace, but it will really all depend on do you have 3 stone? If you do, then town hall is better than palace. But generally they're about the same, B tier. And then last one is the siege weapons or siege workshop. And that's just like the other military ones, a linking symbol and 2 shields. So there you have it. I didn't really put any of them in S tier, but A tier you have the cheap costing 3 shields, and that could get you to the 10 points that you need. So moving from 5 points to 10 points on the military track. So that's 5 points right there, but you could win the game in military, or save yourself from losing. The B tier, very situational with the science, but you don't want your opponent to rush you in the military, and then you feel like you need to grab military as the game winds down and it becomes about points. C tier, you can expect around 5 points with these, and then you got your D tier, which is a straight 5 points, but it might cost you, and there's no linking symbols for that, so about 4 points with the D tier. So all in all, let's go through. A tiers, I'd say the best one is that guild. The 3 money guild is just very swingy, very powerful. If that's in a game, then just if you grab it, you lucked out. Okay, that's just good job. If dice rolled in your favor, yeah. I kind of don't like the guilds because of this card in particular, because somebody who's new at the game won't realize how powerful it is, and they can randomly get it and then be like, "Oh, I won because of strategy." No, you just got the great card. Okay, then yeah, the worst of the A tier being that 3 shields is just you gotta grab that card. Arsenal. Okay. Best of the B tiers. Let's go with. If we're gonna go with one card being the best, we'll say, gosh, I love the military so much, but you know what? It costs. It costs the coins, so I'm going to put the. I think maybe the palace. We'll put the palace as the best. Close second being the town hall. Yeah, if it's very cheap for you, you want to get those. Now the worst of them, we'll say the worst would probably be. It might be one of these sciences, but it really depends. We'll say the worst is the observatory, because it costs 2 paper. Okay. C tier, best of the C tier is gonna be these 2 sciences, because they could make you win the game. We'll say the best of them is the study, because the academy costs 2 glass, whereas the other one is the study is a better spread out of those manufactured goods. And the worst being, let's say that yeah, the worst being the Builders Guild, I'd say. Okay, and then we have at D tier the obelisk. Why is that there? Like, who wants just straight 5 points? I mean, you might need it. It might be very cheap for you at that point. So, all right. So that was a little rough, but hey, hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully, it's useful to you to let you know kind of some ones that you want to make sure you grab. But yeah, if you grab these 2 cards in H3, you're not going to be losing in military likely, and you are going to be doing well with points for money, because a lot of games people end with, well, at least one person's going to end with 12 or 20 coins, and so that's going to be you're going to be set because you'll be getting the points from that. Moneylenders Guild, that's just gotta grab that. The worst still is not really that bad, so get it if you need those 5 points. And all in all, hope you enjoyed that, and that you're able to use this tier list to make good decisions in your games as you play them. Thank you very much. Have a great day.